know how neurotic I am, Katie. Needless to say, I refused a reading, but there is no denying Edward's power and popularity with his legions of fans worldwide.
Welcome to Crossing Over. I'm just getting ready to go into the studio. As always, never know what's going to happen today. So come on in and I'll take you through my day and how it begins.
You are about to experience what millions have witnessed. John Edward reunites people in the physical world with those who have crossed over.
This whole thing, John, just creeps me out. And I'm telling you right now, you get any vibe, you keep it to yourself, honey. I don't want to know any feelings. Just don't even go there with me.
Oh, no problem. I'm off duty.
Okay.
Consider you're in the no-fly zone.
Oh, thank goodness.
Whether he's channeling loved ones or even teaching his staff ballroom dancing, which he's quite accomplished at, John Edward is touching many lives.
Now, I have to say, and I don't want to put anybody in the spot, I'm really, really sorry, but I'm fluttering.
Not me.
Yeah, John, over here.
You're pregnant?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see a lot of emotions come, to the peak out here every day.
It's very sensitive, and it's very personal, and it's something that, for me is a gift to be able to connect people with their loved ones on the other sides and friends who have crossed, and it happens here daily.
But you also have to be in the zone, because I understand once you're off, you're off. It's not like
right,
you
now.
walk... Yeah,
now.
Thank goodness. But when you walk down the street and people come up to you, oh, read me, tell me, what do you see? It's not about, like, I feel something.
No, I was walking into a restaurant 2 nights ago out on Long Island, and...
It's not like I see dead people.
Absolutely not. As I was like, opening the door, and as I'm walking in, there's this, this family was walking out. The woman was like, she's like, what do you see? Anything around me? And I was like... No.
Cars.
It's like, nope, I'm off duty, just going to eat, really hungry.
Edward, who's 34, first noticed his psychic ability as a teenager, growing up on Long Island, New York.
I was 15 years old when I sat down with a psychic by the name of Lydia Clore. She was doing readings in my family's home, did not buy into the subject matter. My father was a New York City police officer, military guy, who thought my mother was completely nuts for even thinking about this as being a real thing.
But soon Edward, like his mother, knew this was the real thing and realized he, too, had the ability to see into people's lives.
The one that either is known as Smoky.
Oh. So when did you cross over, so to speak, to being a medium?
Started like around 1987-ish. The name started to be about people who were dead. There's something to talk about Alan, Alfred.
Alfred?
What is that?
My grandfather. We're going over to Ellis Island to...
They tell me to acknowledge...
Look him up.
Because it isn't an exact science, obviously. And you're the first to admit that with all of your fans, you have as many, if not more, critics that say he's full of it, this can't be, he shouldn't be even dabbling in this area, it's too sensitive, it's something that's sacred.
Because I came from a point of questioning it and the validity of it, I understand it, but I've also learned never to defend it. I share what I do, and if I can help you, great. If you want to leave the session and say that was the biggest crock, that's your prerogative. We both know what happened.
But that also gives the critics, more fuel for the fire, because they say, oh, he's got such a gift, he's doing such wonderful things, he's also ka-ching, ka-ching.
But you can't pay me for what I do. You're paying me for my time. What I do is priceless, and you can talk to the people that have had readings, and I don't mean just with me, I just mean in general. Somebody who's had a healing, that's priceless.
But you're the first to admit you make a lot of mistakes, you get a lot of things wrong.
Always. Okay, he's the guy with the cancer, correct?
No.
People define this work as terms of hits and misses. I hate those words because I really, really don't think it defines the work well. A miss is either something that is misinterpreted on the medium's part or misunderstood on the sitter's part. And now, would that be above you as well? Because they're telling me to go older. That's why I thought it was your dad.
It's my uncle.
And you really do consider it to be a gift.
I consider it to be an ability. I consider the gift to be when I interpret the information correctly and the person that I'm reading understands it and validates it.
Has the gift ever become a curse?
Has the gift become a curse? That's a good question. I would think that there are times when it's a curse. When you are dealing with your own family or your own friends, and you have to seize things that are coming up for them that you don't like, and you can't change, that's hard.
Now, Edward's show has become so popular that celebrities like Kirsten Dunst and Melissa Gilbert have also jumped on the psychic medium bandwagon.
Here you're into your 3rd season of syndication, your 4th season on the show. Are you at all amazed at this point at your success level? I mean,
I think what amazes me is the fact that it's still in the air.
And you don't care that many people out there don't respect what you do.
I think it's important for anybody that's watching this to be skeptical of the subject matter, because then they can appreciate their own experiences just that much more.
And very satisfying for you to see the results.
It's awesome. It is absolutely awesome, and that also is a gift.
But as he said, this gift can also be a curse because he can feel things about people. And if you ask him, you're open to it, he's going to tell you. And it's not always such a pretty picture ahead.
I have to say I have healthy skepticism, but I also think that sometimes this can be extremely comforting for people who have suffered terrible losses.
Yes, he does give so much comfort to people, you know, at that time. He really does touch so many people, and they walk out of the studio feeling really very special.
All right. Thanks, Jill. Up next.